For me personally, if I was a footballer, who would I rather play under? It would be Klopp. No, but across...
He didn't go a whole season unbeaten.
Made a competition called Top 4. He made a competition called Let's Make Top 4.
You may never see it in your whole lifetime.
That what?
You may never see it.
See what?
That's invincible. Look how many, you won more Premier Leagues than Klopp, right? And I know Klopp's been up against Pep Guardiola, which is really tough, but we were up against the all-conquering Man United team with Fergie.
Welcome back for the third time in just over a month. It's time for a super fan debate. Arsenal versus Liverpool, a massive game. Arsenal need a win to close the gap on the leaders. If they don't, it might be title race over. But normally we'd be looking ahead to this game a little bit. We're going to do that a bit. There's been big news in the last coming weeks. We've had a terrible January transfer window, but in terms of departures, it doesn't get bigger than this. Jurgen Klopp is leaving the mighty Liverpool. We're going to discuss that. But we have a...
Cheerio.
There we go. Sympathy lasted 30 seconds. But let's
Had to get in.
We have a Premier League manager, Premier League legend of our own to discuss. Arsene Wenger. So let's put them head to head and discuss who has the greater Premier League legacy and who is the better of the Premier League managers. Let's obviously welcome as well. We've got the Liverpool fans here. FJ and AGT back.
Oh, you're going to cut this
after
time,
what was a fierce set of debates. And I've got to give you credit.
Thank
you. Told us.
Wow.
No,
Hey, thank you.
I've got to give you credit.
Thank you.
He told us what was coming.
Can you tell the rest as well, please?
And that's as much as I'm going to say.
Right, cool.
I'm feeling good for this
You
week.
got lucky, you know what I mean?
Lucky? That was an easy win.
Should have got
luck.
smoked in that first half, bro.
Yeah.
The
And you were
game's 90
panicking.
minutes.
Yeah, but you know you should have got
You were
smoked in that
panicking.
first
The
half.
game is 90 minutes.
There's no harm in knowing that you should be 2 or 3-0 down, but
Yeah.
it's also
But you won it.
self-harm for not scoring the goals.
You guys went in the dressing room.
But he didn't.
You had it in
He
your
didn't describe
hands.
the game with goal like that. He didn't say that it'll be all backs against the wall for the first 45 minutes. We're gonna have to ride the waves, and then we're gonna come out second half stronger and try and
We
nick
found
it.
a way,
No, but
though.
I said
He
it'll be
described it
comfortable.
as a way like we're gonna.
Oh, no, yeah, but...
No, I said it'll be comfortable. I said it'll be comfortable.
It wasn't comfortable.
A big
It
dollar
was
console.
comfortable.
Calm, man.
Yeah.
How is that comfortable?
The first 10 minutes, you lot started fast. We expect that. 20 minutes started. We expect that. But when it gets after we rattled the crossbar, Trent rattled the crossbar. We went in the dressing room, sat down, with the greatest manager ever, Klopp, and he spoke to them, saying, "When you get back out there, show them that you're gonna win the league, that you want to go for the league." We came out second half, and what happened? You guys, it was a friendly.
Is this
It was
about
easy.
Wenger and
It was an
Klopp?
easy
He's
win.
having a laugh, man.
It
He's
was
having
an
a
easy
laugh
win.
because you know
That
that
what?
I remember I even saw you after the game and you told me you were scared after that first half.
That's all right. I can
Right.
be scared. I can be
So
scared.
what's this not an easy win
I can be
then?
scared 89 minutes.
So it's not an easy win. Listen, you won the game and you deserved...
Easily.
No, you didn't win it easily. It was
Wow,
a,
it wasn't
didn't
easy.
win.
Was it?
2-0 flattered you guys, right? We
Easy 2-0.
Well, how many chances did we have in that game? Was it 20 odd?
And
We
also,
had a
keep saying
few
first
chances.
half. I said that on the preview.
Yeah, and it
I
weren't
think
just
second
first
half.
half.
We also had the best
Yeah,
chances.
I think for most of the second half as well. You just were more clinical. Listen, don't get me wrong. Football's about scoring goals. You scored them. You deserve to win. But to say it's easy, forget
Never
that, bro.
easy,
And this week ain't going to be easy either.
Never.
This week
was
is
easy. This Sunday will be easy.
Chelsea's. We're not Chelsea. You're coming to the Emirates.
You lot Chelsea.
We're not Chelsea.
I say that you lot were like Everton last time. You lot, this is gonna be easy win again.
What was the score when we come to your place?
Oh, that's last year. That was
No,
last.
it weren't. Well, it was last year. It's just last year, about a month ago. You know what I mean? About last year.
Nah, that's clever. That was 2020.
He actually got me. He actually get me with that. Because it was last year.
Say no more.
That was nice.
December 23rd. So.
All right, let's. Well, it's Klopp versus Wenger. Who wants to make their first pitches for
I'll
their
go
managers?
start.
Go on.
I'll go with the start. I think the fact that we're even having this debate when Klopp's been a Premier League manager for 8.5 years, Wenger was a Premier League manager for 22.
22, yeah.
The fact that we're even throwing Klopp's name in shows the gravitas of what he's achieved in half the time. It also shows that, clearly we rate Klopp very highly to be put him next to one of the best ever in Wenger, who I'll start with him and say, when he came in, I think he was in Japan before he came to Arsenal, is that right?
Yeah.
Not much pedigree. I mean, at the time, I think you had, what's his name? French fella.
What do you mean, manager?
Yeah, what was his name?
French.
Yeah.
Bruce Rioch.
Bruce
Rioch.
Where's he from?
He's English.
Oh, okay. Sometimes, maybe I'm
What's
thinking
going
of
And then before him,
Remy
George
Gard.
Graham.
It was Remy Gard at one
He was a
point.
player.
Yeah, that was it. But anyway.
How's Remy Gard come to this guy?
I don't know. I
We're
was
talking
thinking,
about
it's mad.
Wenger and Klopp.
No, I'm just trying to give the
Heritage.
answer a bit of context. So he comes in again, fairly underwhelmed at the time. I think was fair to say. But what he managed to achieve across the first kind of 18 months was revolutionary in terms of it made everyone else look at their own dealings and habits and traditions within a football club, ripped them off out the rule book and said, right, well, look, Wenger's got them eating chicken and pasta and, you know, no one's going out for pints. And I think he put an end to that kind of drinking culture, which wasn't just Arsenal. It was, I mean, we kind of got away with it in the 80s because we were winning everything. But we was out Monday to Sunday drinking every day. So he came in, revolutionised the game, obviously won the double. Then battles between Wenger and Ferguson in the late 90s, early noughties. Heritage. You can't look past that. That's real Premier League, Barclays, culture, heritage. It was incredible what he did. Again, like Klopp, he was up against kind of an immovable force at the time. It was kind of shared titles for maybe 2 or 3 years with United. Such a good team that you were playing against. You probably, just like Klopp, we can say with Pep, if Fergie wasn't around, Arsenal pretty much would have just cleaned up in the 90s, late 90s especially. So what he's done, the legacy, the time that he spent, what he's given to you. And I saw an interview recently, he said, due to his own selfishness, his legacy was a bit tarnished. Now, obviously, Klopp leaving, legendary status for us, but I think a little bit different to when Wenger left. You know, there was obviously a lot of remorse about how long he stayed. You know, maybe it would have been best to leave after the second of the 2 FA Cups and go out on a high. And you know what? As a person, as a guy, I absolutely love Wenger. I've got so much admiration and respect for the way he carries himself, the way he speaks about other teams, how intelligent he is talking about the game. He genuinely is one of the best managers of all time in the sport. Maybe he deserved more trophies, but again, like Klopp, he deserves more trophies as well. And you shouldn't just look at how many trebles they won or how many quadruples they got nearly to winning. It's about the impact and the kind of wave effect that Wenger had when he made these kind of revolutionary ideas, the dieting, etc. But if we're comparing him to Klopp, which is what this video is about, it's difficult because Klopp's still managing, Wenger's done. But again, I don't think you can pay a compliment higher to Klopp that you're even having him in this conversation with less than half of the time managed in the Prem. What Klopp has done, and we've spoken about it this week, for the city of Liverpool, the people, how he's connected with a city. I don't think there's ever been a manager who's connected that much with a city and a club as much as Jurgen. Maybe Wenger, in our eyes, just underneath that, because of the kind of years that were a bit sour towards the end. But for us, I mean, Klopp is the best percentage, the win percentage ever in the Premier League for Liverpool. He goes straight in the top 3 with Dalglish and Shankly, which I think, again, is probably the biggest compliment you can give him. So to compare them is harsh. For me personally, if I was a footballer, who would I rather play under? It would be Klopp. But again, it's nothing on Wenger. He was a very personable man as well. A lot of your players looked at him as like a father figure, someone that was a constant throughout their lives. To maybe players that weren't maybe lucky enough to have father figures in their lives, I respect him for that, because the respect that he's earned rightly off everyone in the game and in Europe and around the world. But for me personally, I would go with Klopp.
Okay.
Again, won the Premier League, been successful in Europe, and there's still some legacy to be written. And I think if you compare the 2 legacies in 10, 15 years, I'd probably just edge it to Klopp. But what Wenger's achieved is incredible. All
right, so some very respectful, lovely words on Wenger. FJ, tell us why it's comfortably Klopp.
Here's the opposite then.
Wenger can't talk to Klopp. Ask me why.
So, Takesh, what do you think?
I love that. I'll ask myself why. Why, FJ? Why do you think that?
I'm asking why as well, yeah.
Wenger can't talk to Klopp. When it started getting hot in the kitchen, he had to run out. Their own fans pushed them out. The own fans pushed him out.
Pause on that then. Pause on that quickly.
This is what I'm saying. Talk to me.
It got hot at Arsenal when we moved into the Emirates. Wenger didn't run nowhere, and that's what tarnished his legacy. You could argue that Klopp is running when it's hot. I don't want to argue. What's hot now? I'm just letting you know. You could argue that much more than you could argue Wenger left when it was hot, because Wenger had many years to leave when it was hot, and it would have been better for him. By the time he left, winter was well and truly here. So next point, please.
No, when it was hot, When it was hot, you were crumbling.
What do you mean it was hot?
When it was hot, when all these other guys, teams and managers and all these players were coming in, when the money was coming in,
Chelsea,
you guys were
Roman, 05, 06.
That's why I don't rate. That's why I don't rate. You lot say Sir Alex's when it start getting hot, he ran. When it start getting hot, Wenger ran.
He was there for 28 years and 22 years. That's a long time. You can't say someone's run.
It don't matter.
It's done a quarter of a century, mate. It don't matter. At some point, you need to put your feet up.
But wait.
Put your feet up.
Alright, cool. But wait, throughout the whole quarter century, you said that he was managing. Who was his closest competition?
The greatest.
When it started getting hot and other teams started to come up,
he competed with the greatest manager.
He outlasted Ferguson as well.
In my opinion, world football has seen. Not just Premier League. So Alex Ferguson is the greatest manager I've seen in my 30 plus years of life.
No way.
And that's who Wenger went toe to toe with.
Back to Wenger though, yeah? So Alex Ferguson, that's another day because I've got so many words for that guy. Back to
that's
Wenger,
for United view.
I got so many words for that guy. I look forward to that. That United team, oh my God. But anyway, back to Wenger.
I'm away that day, I think.
That guy made a competition called Top 4. He made a competition called Let's Make Top 4. And you go, yeah. Oh, we made Top 4 this year. Yeah. What? What trophy did you get from Top 4? When he left, all Arsenal fans are saying, yeah, man, he's right. It's so hard to make Top 4 these days. And you lot are saying he's a good manager.
As you found out last year.
Oh,
right, listen, right, I don't know what you're talking about.
What part am I wrong? What part am I wrong?
Which part are you right?
That's a fair question. You can't say run. You know what? One of the things I give Klopp respect for, right, is that he's leaving on top, right? And Arsene Wenger, I think that was his biggest mistake. He would have been gone out with his reputation completely intact, but he stayed for too long. And you said it. He admits it now that he stayed on too long. One of his
regrets in life.
And what it is with if you actually look at Arsenal fans, they're very patient, right? They tried to stay with him as long as possible, but it just got to a point that it was like, come on, we have to change it now. It's got so, we're not, things have moved on, we need a change. So that was his big mistake. But all the things he did, and then all the things he had to deal with, like, we basically had no money, right? After all those glory years, we had no money. We had built a new stadium. You haven't built one. You built stands.
We ain't got money.
But you haven't built exactly.
We ain't got money.
And that project was like, guys, we're going to a new stadium. It's going to be really tough. And we went with him because he was such a great manager. We said, right, cool. It's only when we started seeing the emergence of all these other teams like Chelsea and that, and then we weren't spending no money.
That's when he ran.
No, but hold on. We weren't spending no money. He didn't run. He stayed. And really and truly, he's probably stayed too long, as I said. But those teams were just Chelsea, City, spending ridiculous amounts of money. They had no stadium. Actually, you look on it now like a team like Chelsea. We are now ahead of Chelsea in my books because Chelsea now have got financial fair play rules, and they've just gone and spent $1 billion, and they need a stadium. We've got the stadium, right? We may not have the some of the trophies they've had in recent times, but we're well placed going forward. So that is a bit of his legacy as well. But as far as managers are concerned in the Premier League era and the Premier League, look how many he won more Premier Leagues than Klopp, right? And I know Klopp's been up against Pep Guardiola, which is really tough. But we were up against the all-conquering Man United team with Fergie, right? And so he won more Premier League, and he went a whole season unbeaten in the league. A feat that has never been done by anybody. It's never been done by anybody before.
Around that though, because there was a 30.
Hold on.
There's a 30.
There's no
facts are
over
18, 19, and 19.
There's no context.
Wait.
Let me just say
that line, is it?
Let me say before I come to you, this context thing. If you want to put context, then do it again. Why didn't Klopp do it? Why has Guardiola done it? Why didn't Mourinho do it? Why haven't they done it?
So across 18, 19 and 19, 20, and again, it's not technically a 38 game season, but we did go 44 games unbeaten across a whole...
No, it's not a season.
No, but across...
You didn't go a whole season unbeaten.
And I've admitted that. I've admitted that. It isn't that.
Yeah, so don't mention
it's still
it then.
extremely impressive. And for you to dismiss it,
I'm not dismissing it.
Yours is 49. Ours is 44. We're the closest to you.
Closest to you, but not better.
Sure, but if you want to say
impressive, very impressive.
Wenger's never won a Champions League.
Hold on, we're talking about the Premier League. Very impressive.
Oh, is this
right?
Prem or just?
Very
the Premier League.
Oh yeah, you
very.
Obviously. Well, it can't be Europe.
It's the work they've done
Europe.
in the Premier League. So
Very
Klopp's not
winning the
finished yet.
Champions League
Klopp's not
is
finished yet.
important.
Very impressive, but he's not gone a whole season unbeaten. And even this season, he can't do it. He's lost the game already.
Well, let's have it right. We should be unbeaten this year.
Yeah.
We should be.
It's such a difficult thing to do. He did it.
I understand.
That will be there forever.
But we are talking about the two best runs ever in the Premier League, your run and our run. So for us to just dismiss, like,
I'm not dismissing.
There has to be so much respect here between the two for even getting that.
I think
Well, he's telling me about manager run.
No, but
Come
on,
on, no way can
different though.
If anything, he stayed too long. You can't say he
So he should
ran.
have ran earlier.
No, not run. He didn't run from anything.
He got let
You
go.
know, you keep saying this.
He should have retired.
Well, can I ask,
what he should have
is
done.
Klopp running?
He's not running. Where's he running from? Where's he running from?
No, but I'm just saying, you're saying that Wenger ran, and
I'll
then
tell
you're
you where he
saying
ran
Wenger
from.
should have ran earlier.
Yes.
So my question is Klopp running?
He's not running from nothing. He's not running from nothing.
Why
Wenger was
not?
running from
So why
the
is he
team
leaving
that Wenger was running from the team that were
What's
coming up.
What's his reason for leaving?
Who Klopp? He's tired, man. After all that, come on, he's
And
tired
22
now, man.
years
He's
in the
tired.
job, Arsene Wenger at the age of 60, 70
What
something.
teams were coming up in 17, 18?
What? He's not running because of that, though.
But what teams were coming up in 17, 18?
Us?
Yeah, but you would know. I think you was pretty
Got
much
to Champions
there.
League final.
No, but I think you was pretty much there. I don't think.
Oh, what in terms of? No, we were still up and coming though, because the
No, but-
18-19 season is when we've got 96
Yeah,
points.
yeah. But the expectation was you're on the trajectory towards like your come up was already there.
Yeah.
But who
Again,
was
with
coming
Klopp, 99 points, 97, 92, that's higher than anything Wenger's ever achieved. And we can say the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
for Fergie as well. Klopp's top 3 managers in the Prem of all time, in my opinion.
Ooh.
Top 3.
In no order, I think it's Sir Alex and Pep and then Klopp, in my opinion.
Chelsea fans
Head of
won't like me.
Mourinho?
Yeah.
I put him above Mourinho. For
Who?
Premier League, I put Klopp ahead of Mourinho for Premier League.
Pound for
what
pound.
they did in their time in the Premier League. I know Mourinho had. If you're talking about what they've done in their career, Mourinho.
Let me ask you this.
He went to different clubs
Who would
on
you rather
Champions
play
League.
for in 2024? Let's say you're a footballer. Who would you rather play for right
That's
now?
different because the football style
Yeah,
is so
that-
much
Out
changing.
of who?
Klopp and Wenger.
Like,
Yeah,
Wenger's
paper.
football is beautiful. Though.
Wenger.
Yeah, Wenger.
Wenger's
Really?
beautiful.
Yeah, it is
man.
Because I'm not a runner, bro. And Klopp's
Yeah.
gonna make me try to run.
Listen,
Too
if you're a
much, bro.
professional footballer, you'll be doing some running, mate.
Nah, but Wenger
not
time.
Turkish, it's-
that was the balance there in Wenger's time.
Listen,
He had the
I
pub
think,
men
I
and he
think
had
most
the,
people would say Klopp to that answer.
Don't get me wrong, though. But
be honest.
Wenger did change football.
Yeah.
Wenger changed football, the style of play, everything.
But Klopp has as well.
actually changed football as well. Like literally changed football as well. But he
Tweaked.
Huh?
Tweaked.
No, he changed it.
He didn't. He tweaked it.
He changed.
Pep,
what?
Listen,
Pep changed
The
it.
counter press.
No one's invented the wheel.
The non-stop
again.
running.
Pep
Like
changed
we've
it.
all added our own little spices.
The non-stop running started from Barcelona's Pep.
What the closing? No, wait,
The
did it-
press,
did it-
the
Yeah,
control.
No, that
Slow
Barca-
down,
yeah,
3
but
seconds.
Ajax were doing that in the
No,
80s.
100%. But
no
I mean,
one's
in the-
reinvented the wheel
in the
here.
modern era. I'm
He
talking
would,
about.
But
it.
we've all Wenger has positively impacted the game in that first 5 years, where every single other rival has looked at you and gone, "That's what we should be doing." And I do believe that you have to obviously have the players to be able to do it. But people are looking at Liverpool in the last 5 years saying that's how you play football. So the styles are different, pragmatic, dynamic, you guys, but we're just all action, all go. And I think as a spectacle, yes, Wenger did have some incredible Wenger ball years where it was tiki-taka, but for a lot of those years, it was horrible to watch. And,
Right.
What, under Wenger?
The latter half.
Yeah,
The latter half. That's
The last 2 years.
Yeah,
I think
because
that
he
worked
latter
for him.
half because he had he didn't have the players.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but
But
when he had the players,
when-
and it's been an incredible watch.
When he had the players, you know what I mean, and the
You'll
way he
remember
brought through players like Thierry Henry, Perez.
no, he's my favourite Premier League player of all time, Henry.
Who, Henry?
You know,
Yeah.
I listen. I have great admiration for Jurgen Klopp, right? You know what I mean. I respect him as a manager. I respect him for what he's done for Liverpool. You know, the way he brought through players like, you know, Salah and Mane weren't household
Alisson.
world-class names, right? And he made them world-class.
Robertson,
VVD.
Right?
Van Dijk.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'd say that's a bit different because when you bought Van Dijk, we knew Van Dijk was a lot of money. We knew, but those two players, when he bought them, they weren't like mega names, and he's turned them into what
And
they are.
Alisson, you have to have the three of them in
Yeah,
that chat.
right. So he's done great things. I admire him as a manager, and he was up against, I think.
Cheats.
Well, you could. I wouldn't say that.
Allegedly, obviously. Let's all relax.
I think, you know, I mean, he's up against Pep Guardiola's Man City, where they have had over the years unlimited funds to go out there and buy the very best players, and it's really hard to compete with that. And he literally kept the league. I think I've heard Ian Wright say it before. That he kept the league alive.
You said that as well last year.
For quite a few years. By competing with City. So he's a great manager, but Wenger's a little.
You two put in Wenger above Klopp.
Yeah.
What does Klopp have to do? What does Klopp have to do?
He'd have to win a couple more league titles.
Couple? How many?
Right? And he's leaving. According to you, he's running, isn't it?
Should have 2 more than we
And if we take your theory, he's running.
I think if you win this year's, you've got a very strong case that I probably couldn't argue.
If Liverpool win the Prem this year, Salah, don't ever talk to me about Henry again in my life. Then Klopp, don't ever talk about top 3. Wenger can't talk to Klopp.
Why don't we put their achievements?
What's your obsession with that?
Why don't Liverpool win the league this year, though? If Liverpool win the league this year, oh my God.
But imagine if we won it. I know it's the biggest word in football. If we do win it this year, and you also count in the fact that we had a 97-point year and a 92-point year where we didn't win it, that takes 2 of Wenger's away. If they were,
let's put their achievements. Let's put their achievements in their time in the Premier League on the table. So I include that for Liverpool: 3 Champions League finals, one of them you won. 3 serious Premier League title races, you won one of them. Loads of 90s.
This could be the 4th.
This could be the 4th. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, World Cup, Super Cup, all that. Arsenal looking at 3 Premier League titles, 6 FA Cups, a Champions League final as well, but of course never got over the line in Europe there. So that's what we're talking. That's what we're putting head to head.
And I think you got thrown there that whole season unbeaten.
No, you do.
Don't add anything.
Come on!
It's just a magnificent achievement.
I can't sit here and give you guys our 3 title races because 2 of them were 90+ points, which is context, and not say, the Invincibles.
How many points did you actually get that year?
90. So you outpointed, if that's the word. The Invincibles.
Still got knocked out.
And we got a trophy for it, and I think that adds a lot. Like, it's a great achievement without the trophy, but it's a trophy that no other club has. And all I hear about other clubs is when you're going to win the Champions League. Fair enough, but when are you going to go invincible? There's a trophy there up for grabs.
Do you know what? I think we can all agree on that.
Liverpool,
but the
United,
the Premier League's been here for how long? Champions League has been here since my granddad and that.
Well, you think domestic competition hasn't been around? Domestic competition has been around longer than European competition.
So you might not happy to be the king of
I'm just
domestic.
you're saying that
what we can all agree on, though,
of time, innit?
What we can all agree on is on the pitch, we both deserved more from the managers that we're actually talking about today. You know that, we know that. Man United, Man City, whatever. But off the pitch, we can both say. And again, there are some differences because the way it ended, but off the pitch, we can both say that the impact that these 2 managers have had has been maybe only second to Fergie. And I Pep's
only
up there as
second to Fergie in a good way. If we're talking about impact, Pep is second, but in a good way, because I don't think Pep's impact is all the way good, and that's a conversation for another day. I think Klopp and Wenger's impact on football has been a lot better.
They're both sensational managers.
So everyone forgetting Jose. Everyone's forgetting Jose's impact.
No, I'm not forgetting
Jose's impact is way bigger than Wenger and Pep. 100%. He didn't impact the Premier League.
He impacted, but how was it bigger?
100%. What Pep came here, done the football thing. Everyone's seen the football thing. When Mourinho came, no one knew what Mourinho's like, unless you watched the Porto before that Champions League. Came here, done part of the boss, got the 15 goals. He came with different football styles. Came here with a different charisma.
So someone that supports Liverpool, rock and roll football, who's seen great attacking players over the years, with one side of his face talks about Invincibles not being a great achievement, with the other side of his face mentions 15 goals as an achievement. Are you saying conceding 15 goals is a better achievement than Invincibles?
100%.
And you're a Liverpool fan. Are you sure?
15 goals, conceding 15.
I'm not disrespecting that. What I'm saying is, for a Liverpool fan whose club is based off of exciting brand of football with attacking players, why is the 15-goal conceded season a greater achievement than Invincible? Because you cannot be beaten. Yeah, that's what it is. I just wanted to say it. Because I'm a troll. That's right.
What's more likely to get what's more likely to be done?
Can't say for sure. Liverpool had 1 loss 1 year. Arsenal conceded 16 goals 1 year.
The most unlikely thing to be done is to go a season unbeaten. And we've seen great sides.
15 goals.
Your side in its absolute peak has not been able to do it. Man City in their absolute peak, winning the treble, have not been able to do it.
Someone's gonna go on
Manchester United.
That day though, right now.
Manchester United.
Yeah.
Manchester United
have a
were
special
not
space
able.
in my heart.
Manchester United were not. Their great
44
Fergie team
games, man.
were not able to do it. It is an unbelievable achievement,
It is.
right? That may never, in our lifetimes, we may not see that. Imagine you may,
Robbie.
you know what I mean? You may have
someone's
to
gonna
rely on your children
Robbie, someone's gonna
seeing
go
that. We may
unbeaten.
never see that, bro.
Robbie, someone's gonna go unbeaten
Yeah.
before Arsenal wins the league again.
What you need to do is take it in.
Bro, we've taken it in.
Take it in.
You've got a podcast called The
FJ,
Invincibles
right?
podcast.
You may
We've heard it a
never
million
see it
times.
in your whole lifetime.
That what?
You may never see it.
See what?
That's invincible. You may see, people living on the moon.
How old are you?
You may
FJ?
see people
definitely
going to
people
Mars.
I've seen a lot of football in my
Yeah,
life.
you
That's
may
why
see
Arsenal
people going
ruined
to
your
Mars.
school life. That's why.
Arsenal, I wouldn't say
That's what
real.
happened.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah, that's what it's
I
about.
Turkish, I love you.
Yeah. So you was 13. You was
Turkish.
no.
When I was growing up, all my
You was 10 at 10 and 11 when we was invincible.
that's the good
primary to
that's-
secondary school.
yeah.
I get it now.
What do you mean you get it?
I
What do
get
you
it.
mean?
No, I
Moved to school,
understand
like,
Did
that.
I
You
look
got
what that
bullied.
was?
I understand.
That used to
get bullied.
You used to get moved to at school.
You used to come into school and used to say, "Yeah, I told you, man. If Arsenal win this weekend, I'm taking your lunch." Right? So he went hungry for years. Right? So now he's trying to get his revenge.
Now you hate on real lot. Now I get it.
But wait, what's better though? What's better?
What do you mean, what's
Growing
better?
up young and your team's going through headache, or
100%
older?
better. 100% better.
So
now I'm
thank you,
older.
thank you.
Now
It
I'm
hurts you
older.
more.
I love my son a lot more than I love Arsenal Football
Why, it
Club.
hurts
I've
you
got
more?
other things in life that I can focus on. But when you're a youth,
Turkish, you're
no
wrong.
bills,
Turkish, that's so
no
wrong.
pressure, no worries, no
Turkish,
kids.
that's
You got to go through those school gates.
Yeah, football.
Man waiting for you.
Football was the love of my
People are
life,
waiting
bro.
for you.
Like it was the love of yours, I can tell.
Still
But
is,
they
still
used
is,
to break
still
your
is,
heart a
still
lot
is.
in school.
It still is, do you know why?
Henri Arsenal broke your heart a lot in school, bro.
It still is. Do you know why? Because people play fantasy football. I'm living the fantasy, top of the league, gonna go for all the cups. You know what I mean? By the last time you guys had this feeling,
Last year. When we were going for the league. You ain't won it yet.
What happened?
You haven't won the league
four,
yet.
though.
We
We're going for
haven't
four.
won the
We're
league
going for
yet.
four.
You're going for four. You ain't
Yeah.
won four yet. Relax, man.
Hey, look,
Chill out. Chill out.
I can't be humble.
It's a stressful
why
business.
should I be humble?
That's why your manager's leaving. Is that enough for you lot? You know what I mean?
No,
Is
wait.
that enough for you lot? You know what I mean? This is too much pressure on him.
AGT's too humble. He's too humble. There's gonna be a time when he can't speak like this, and when he can't speak like this, you're thinking, "Oh, I should have said that." Me, I'm living in the moment.
That's why he grew up. He couldn't speak like this, so he's saying, "Now I can speak like this. I'm gonna speak like
Talk to
this."
me, talk to me.
I hear it
Talk to me.
because Klopp is leaving. So, and to be fair, we had you on before you knew this, and it was the same.
same
But
energy.
I get it. Like, yeah.
What do you get?
enjoy
Now
it.
go with the league. Yeah,
No,
but hit
I
this though.
hear enjoy that you got Jurgen
We haven't
Klopp.
won
and
it yet,
that,
though.
you know.
We haven't won nothing yet.
We
So
haven't
let's-
won it, but this is the last
When we put the
dance.
trophies
Kevin De
on
Bruyne
the
is laughing at
table.
all of us, by the
Who
way.
KDB? Well,
Yeah.
the new trim. Oh, KDB's not ready for. I don't think KDB is ready for the next couple games. Because the last time I was sitting in this
He is,
beautiful chair, the last time
Have you
Got an assist last night.
The last time, yeah, don't know, man. My guy CB. You saw my guy CB was not. I'm not talking about Chris Brown. My guy CB. The two assists.
Conor Bradley.
What?
Come.
Oh God! Alright, you got CB. Oh my God! Klopp bringing another gem out from the.
The wizard sleeve.
Thank you. Now you're my team. You know what I'm saying? Klopp.
Before
Okay, wait. Tell me another player
I'm not part of this.
like Klopp has
Yeah.
brought
He's
out
just
Trent.
a host, mate.
Klopp
Honestly.
brought Trent.
Yeah.
Who did Wenger bring?
Ashley Cole,
You're gonna say Ashley Cole. You say Ashley Cole.
best
Ashley Cole's
fullback,
a Chelsea
best
legend.
left back in
Chelsea
Premier,
legend.
best left back
Ashley
in
Cole's a
Premier
Chelsea
League
legend.
history.
Ashley Cole's a
Best
Chelsea
Premier
legend.
Yeah,
League,
but
best left back
Trent
in
will end up being
Thank
the
you,
best Premier
future
League right
captain.
back.
potentially.
No, he will. By the time he ends up,
Potentially,
He's
if he
played
leaves for
300
Real
games.
Madrid, he
Potential.
won't pass Walker.
Yeah, he'll be gone to Real Madrid next
If he
year.
leaves Real Madrid, he won't,
next
bro.
year. Trent's not allowed to leave Liverpool. He knows
If he
that.
does stay for the
Oh,
rest
you're
of his
gonna do
career,
it to
yes, I
Gerrard.
agree with you.
Trent's not allowed to leave. This ain't Arsenal. This ain't
What
Arsenal.
you mean about that?
When Henry was gonna leave, he gave him captaincy. He left anyway. When RVP? Oh, Robbie Van Persie. When he was gonna leave, he gave him captaincy. When Fabregas was gonna leave, captaincy. This is not Arsenal, my guy. This is Trent's not allowed. Yo, Trent, I love you, my guy. Number 66. You're not allowed to leave.
Van
He
Dijk
knows
didn't
that.
commit, did he? The other
Who,
day when
VVD?
asked about
No,
it?
let's have the context
Come
fully
on,
though,
VVD
Jay.
VVD
That's what
knows.
he said
They're all
after.
leaving.
VVD
He
knows.
said, I'm off. Thanks,
I'm saving
Jurgen. I'm
that-
coming
I'm
with
saving
you.
it to next
So
video.
Wenger, Klopp.
I'm saving it to the next video.
There you
I
go.
know.
Can I ask? I just-
Final question. Go for it.
Final question, FG. I just need this on camera. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Premier League, and Champions League. Which ones are you winning this season?
We're not in the Champions
can't
League
win the
though.
Champions
So Europa League.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But me?
Which one are you
You do
winning?
what you do.
What we're winning? You know? Oh yeah. Clip this up, yeah. Because I'm back.
I'll be clipping it. Don't worry.
That's cool, man. We're going for the Prem.
No, what are you? Not
No,
what
what
are you
you
going
winning,
for?
is it?
What are you winning?
Oh, what
brother?
we're winning?
Yeah.
We're gonna win the Prem, but probably like 5 points.
Okay.
Then we're gonna Carabao friendly against Chelsea again. Oh, Wembley. Oh, easy win.
Okay.
We're not going.
That's
pennies.
fair enough, to
We're not
be
going
fair.
pennies. We're not going pennies.
Okay, light double, cool. FA Cup, you're gonna make it
FA
a treble.
Cup. We've got Watford.
Light
and
treble.
Not light with
Watford
the
and
Premier,
what?
bro.
That's another win.
What's that, FA Cup?
FA Cup. Are you lot still in it?
I don't think we'll win the FA Cup.
Then
I don't
Europa.
actually
Who's
think
in Europe? Dublin. What final? I'm there. We're winning everything. Everything. What are you guys winning?
No, I just need to carry on that chest
No,
a bit
no.
more. I didn't get enough.
Do you want my one?
Say again. Say again.
No. I need yours first. I need yours
No.
first. What are you lot winning this year?
Nothing.
Again?
Yep.
Hold on, let me ask Robbie.
I've done that, to be fair.
Robbie. Yep. What are you winning, Robbie? Yeah. Make sure you get him, man. Robbie, what are you winning this year, Robbie?
Hey, that was fuck, guy. That was.
I love this. Thank you. Oh, thank you. What a time to be alive, bro.
What a
Trust
video,
me. What a
man.
time to be alive. Sometimes, like,
video.
when you're in the... And it's, you have to go
I
to the
love
front,
it.
you know?
For Klopp's
I
sake.
would love it.
Gotta shut this guy up.
Oh,
man.
Yeah,
that's
don't
why I
worry.
needed that on camera. That's why I needed that bit on
That's
camera.
if it happens. If you guys don't beat us...
If you don't win the quadruple now, you just said you're going to win everything. You think you're not seeing this clip come the end of the season?
Actually, yeah.
You hope. You hope.
Sorry, brother. You're gonna be in it.
If we
What
actually
you
go
saying?
all into the...
I think. Listen, if you're telling me about ones that I can bank now, Carabao and Europa, if I'm honest, the Prem I could easily say a treble, but I think we'll get at least 2.
I think they'll win the Carabao and Europa. I don't think they'll get. I think City will win the Prem.
Yeah, that's fair. I just knew you'd say
I think
everything.
they got a good chance. They got a good chance.
You got your clip, but not from me.
Right. I'll pass it to Skullduggery, you know.
As expected, we couldn't come to a consensus. Let us know in the comments. I know it's AFTV, but let's be honest, have a fair discussion. I know actually a lot of our viewers are generally fair. Have the fair discussion in the comment section below. Big thanks to everyone. Robbie, Turkish as always. Go check out AFTV. Go check out the Big Six. Go check out, of course, the Klopp TV. Got a preview with... Who's it with?
Robbie and Cess. It was quite an entertaining one, straight from the off
Why
as well.
Robbie and Cess, man?
Because I knew I was coming here.
Nah, come on, man.
I overdo it.
Nah, of
I did a
course.
box to box as well, to be fair.
There you go. Go subscribe to the Klopp TV and FJ. Let them know where they can find you as well, of course.
FJLITIRL, the best Liverpool fan ever.
I forgot that. Amazing.
The best
Is it
Liverpool fan ever.
HTTPS?
FJLITIRL, the best Liverpool fan. I'm not deluded, trust me. I'm like, tell the future,
Two big
man, trust me.
statements.
I'm not
All right,
deluded,
big
man.
links in the description below, everyone. Big thanks. Subscribe to AFTV. Check out all the previews and all the content coming up. And of course, we'll be reacting to every kick of a ball this weekend on the Watch Along. Catch you on a bit and look out for part 2 of the Superfan debate as well.